Hey guys, welcome back, Attack. I'm Skyland Shore, and I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2 lately, and kind of over its whole lifetime. I really enjoyed Guild Wars 2. I think it's a fun game, and I'm really excited for the expansion. That's why I want to talk to you guys about the upcoming content that we got going on for you. So Guild Wars 2 is going to have an expansion. We're going to do a video or two or a few on that, but there's also been a pre-update for Guild Wars 2, kind of getting ready for that expansion, and it's definitely starting to rev up some hype amongst the community. You know, we got this big changes to specializations, which just happened, which is kind of Guild Wars 2's way of customizing classes. You know, that's like their whole trait line. It's their whole like talent tree system, and they just kind of changed that up. And with the expansion, they're gonna expand upon it with even like subclasses that we're getting. With like the Necromancer can turn into a Reaper, and then the Ranger can turn into a Druid. So all that stuff is really exciting, and it's really cool to see kind of like the beginnings of all of that. And now I will talk about that a little bit more in detail later, but I really want to talk about it first is the Lion's Arch update, where we got a new and rebuilt and improved Lion's Arch. Now, if you haven't played Guild Wars 2, Lion's Arch was the main hub city. It was the neutral city for all the different races. Everyone could go there, and it was really cool. It was kind of like this, like, I don't know, it was a bunch of pirate ships, and like there was a bridge made out of a couple pirate ships. Like, literally everything is made out of freaking ships, because a pirate colony kind of, well, made it, and they kind of brought in from all the different races, because their members were a bunch of different races. They brought, it was like, I don't know, it just turned into a hub city. It was a thing, and it was just all piratey themed. It was really freaking cool, and there was a really awesome Shark Maw Caverns jumping puzzle. That was really fun as well. Anyways, it was a cool place. It was a cool place, but that got destroyed. Like, literally, it was destroyed, which is one really awesome factor to Guild Wars 2, is that its face of the game will physically change depending on different seasonal events or depending on permanent events in the timeline of Guild Wars 2 in the story. There's a living story, that's what it's called, a living story, and at the end of one of these living story seasons, the Lion's Arch was actually completely destroyed. It was pretty epic, and now it's been completely rebuilt. And by rebuilt, I mean it's like a totally different city, and it's really awesome because Lion's Arch, it is from, like, I don't know, all these different races. You know, like all these different people coming together, and you can really see that this time around. It doesn't just seem like a pirate village thing. It really feels like the Savari have come and installed some like different pavilions. Like there's a very big pavilion that you can see that's made out of like plant things, and then you also have the Asuran who have some more technology there, and then the humans have like a bunch of different buildings and almost like a skyline there. It's pretty cool. You actually see the different races, which all have their own main cities, come together to help Lion's Arch be built up again, and that's just really awesome. As an older Guild Wars 2 player, I think it's really, really cool, and for people who don't play yet, I think, you know, it's a good sign that shows that ArenaNet is still constantly expanding the game, even not when it's a true expansion. Of course, this is in light of the expansion, so just know that Guild Wars 2 is always evolving. You don't have to buy every single expansion to feel the evolution. But this update and the expansion coming out is going to have some big changes and some smaller changes, and one of the changes is the whole specialization thing. Now, this is going to change how you level up, kind of. It's going to change really PvP. Now, Guild Wars, as maybe you would imagine the name kind of holds true to, yeah, Guild Wars is going to be a PvP game. It really is. It focuses on arena PvP, and also you have the world versus world PvP. And the new specialization, the new trait lines that we have, the whole system there really kind of changes everything. It makes builds a little bit more viable. We're going to have a larger variety of builds, especially whenever we get the expansion. We get a new class coming in, and we do get those true specializations, like I said, with the Reaper, the Druid, you know, I don't know, the Dragon Hunter for the Guardian. I don't even know what's going to come for the Warrior. Also, you know, the Chrono Mage thing for Mesmer. We got a lot of really cool, fun stuff coming out for the expansion, but we also have just base changes to the game right now that basically kind of make it a new game, especially for PvPers like myself. So that's pretty much it for this update. They rebuilt Lion's Arch, and they also gave us some new specializations. Now, there's also a bunch of little tiny nerfs and buffs and changes to the different classes and mechanically how they work, and especially with the whole trait line system. So just know, you know, if whenever you play this game or come back to it or you buy it for the first time ever, you are going to experience something a little bit new. Now, if you are a new player, I just want to say one thing, guys. I want to leave off on this note. I really like Guild Wars 2. It's my bias. I think it's a great game. But know that it also made it very high on our top 10 most popular MMO list, which means that it's just a very popular MMO. I think it's worldwide, criticized for certain reasons, and that's fair. It's true. Doesn't have much endgame. But, for a buy-to-play game, it is a great action RPG, and for an MMO, it introduces some mechanics that no other MMO has, and, MMOs that are coming out are now taking that. We saw some Final Fantasy with, the heart system in Guild Wars 2, the open world questing. Final Fantasy kind of copied a little bit from that. So Guild Wars 2 has a lot of really awesome, unique factors to it, and it's one of the most popular games for a reason, fastest selling MMO, and it really feels like a popular social game. There's lots of people playing it, there's lots to do, and we're all experiencing these new changes together, so there's really no better time to get Guild Wars 2 than right now. Now, I can tell you, from experience, from the past seasonal events, from the past historical changes, like I said, this is the only MMO that destroys entire cities and then brings them back together. Maybe the only other MMO that can kind of come close is World of Warcraft with Cataclysm, which really more or less just kind of changed things. Guild Wars 2 is constantly, truly evolving. Now, will this expansion truly expand, or is it just going to be something minute and small like the other seasonal events? Is it going to be temporary? Is it really going to feel like endgame content? I don't know, but there's definitely hope. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Skyline Shore with Attack Gaming. I like playing Guild Wars 2. Look forward to more content coming out, as I did pre-order. I am in the beta, and I will be showing you that expanded content. So like and subscribe to stay notified for that, and please come back, Attack. See you again next time. Welcome back, Attack. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 free-to-play MMOs for this year, for 2015, and I think across all the genres for free-to-plays, we've seen so much innovation in MOBAs, in MMOs, in card games. We've seen so many new things this past year, and hopefully, maybe, probably so, 2015 is going to be just as exciting.